everyone. Well, it's another day and a different project. I'm supposed to have rock coming tomorrow to put on the road, but here's one thing I'm looking at. I was wanting to build this road up another 6-8 inches to where I could catch this water coming off the hill, run it in a valley, and then take it down through there. But we sort of run out of clay, and I thought about having them just haul clay in. But then I was going to have a valley here with water, and you know, when it rained it'd be wet. So here's what I'm going to do. I've painted me a line the edge of my driveway. So the edge of my driveway is going to be right here. The driveway, I'm gonna put gravel down, and I'm gonna do it 12 foot wide in the straightaways. So what I'm gonna do is I've got an 18-inch bucket. I'm gonna dig a trench off of this line. I'm gonna dig it about 10 inches deep. Essentially, I'm gonna put a French drain. So I've got fill line rock, which they're probably 2-3 inches, so pretty big rock, so water can get through it. I'm gonna dig a 10-inch trench, put a perforated corrugated pipe in it. I'll put some landscaping fabric around it, fill it full of rock, but then I'll be able to drive on that. So that'll be in my driveway, so I can sow grass straight here. My thinking is when I backfill all this and dress it up, water will come down, come to the edge of my driveway, hit that trench. I'm gonna put 200 foot, so I'm gonna go over and catch any water coming off around the curve, bring it around here, 200 feet to this line, and then I'll take it across the road and take it down and tie it into the pond. Who knows? We'll try it and see. If it don't, we've just wasted a whole evening, some rock and some tile and some landscaping fabric. But I think it'll work. I think the water will get in there and that'll give it a good way to run out of there, and it'll keep it from going across the road and washing me out. We'll give it a shot. Well, we're moving right along. It's a pain in the rear going around these curves to kind of keep everything flat, and you're having to kind of use your boom to come over and keep yourself in your trench. But I'm almost over here to the straightaway, but I'm losing daylight quickly, so I'm just throwing this dirt over here on the side. Them boys had my road in pretty good shape, so I'll take the tractor and yard box and come through here and drag this, and I can waste that dirt along the side no more than it is. I'll run it and pack it in on the side of the road and think I'll be all right. So I gotta go down there to about where those, well, a little short of where those tiles are setting, put my fabric in there. He brought me a load of rock down there, and so we'll come up here and fill them in and try to get this thing ready for gravel tomorrow. needless to say, it's not going to be an early night. One of these machines before, it's not as easy as it looks, but those guys that do it every day, they make it look easy. You see some of these guys on YouTube running them, they do it every day. But the thing I found that's the most difficult is, knock this up down first, but the thing I found that's most difficult is when you get it here and you want to keep that trench good level, you set your bucket down in there. When this arm comes past 90 to keep that bucket level with the ground, that's difficult because you're sitting there and you're pulling and pulling and pulling, and then you gotta take that bottom of that bucket and push it on down to keep it. Take the blade off my excavator. That's takes some touch and feel. Like I say, guys that do it every day make it look easy, but that's probably the most challenging thing for me. Not running one that much. But I guess they say practice makes perfect. Well, there's the finish line. 200 feet. I'm not exactly enthralled with this material. That is all I could find. Give it a shot, I guess. Unrolling these pipes are always fun. A tight machine. When you by yourself, you got to improvise. Well, I can tell you, I don't like this landscaping filter fabric. They claimed it was for French drains, but that stuff's like toilet paper. It's a thin. But I'm kind of under the gun here. They're gonna bring rock tomorrow and I got to get this filled up. So what I've done is just laid it back on the back wall. Now I wasn't thinking, and I didn't get a big enough piece, which they sold it in 3-foot sections. So what I'm going to do, this is all going to be filled with rock. I'm not going to have any dirt on top of it. The only dirt is going to be back behind it, in which once I get that sewed, it should stop that sediment from coming in here on me. So what I'm going to do is I've got it laid back. I've got my pipe laying on the fabric. I'm going to put some rock in here in the bottom, and then I'm going to fold the fabric over it and then fill it on up, and that'll maybe catch that sediment coming from that side. But that stuff's not worth having. But I'm kind of out of time, so I can't go get any more. So anyway, we'll give it a shot, and it is what it is. Let's put some rock in the ditch. Well, it's about 9 o'clock. Got one pipe put in and backfilled. Let's go up here and put another one in. Tonight would be a good night to have a hydrostatic tractor instead of a clutch. But I bought a clutch, so I've just got to clutch it a lot tonight, loading these rocks. Those hydrostatic transmissions work really well when you're under the loader, but I don't have one. So I'll mash the clutch until I get it done. Well, 11:30. Another 100 foot of pipe done. Gotta go down here and dig a trench across the road, feed the water down off the hill. Got the line, and luckily had about 4 feet left over running down in the pond. I'm gonna put some rock in this ditch. I'm gonna rock it across here. I hope I got enough, but anyway, throw some rock in it. Turn around. All right, got our tile put across the road. Got it covered up about 30 foot off the hill. Can't see good, so. One more project. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little hump out there in the road. And I plan on living here a while, so I'm gonna knock that hump out before they rock it tomorrow. We should have it wet. Well, it's 2:30, but I got everything done. I'm ready for rock tomorrow. If you watched, I appreciate it. We'll catch you later.